In the South Suburban Conference, the Reavis Rams traveled to face the Tinley Park Titans on April 4th. Last week, Reavis took third place at the Argo invite and were looking to bounce back. This would be their first game away of 4. Taking an early lead was Tinley Park going up in set number 1, 7-4, once Greenfield tipped it in the backcourt. After a set by Odell, Wilk powered the ball past the defender. Following came 8 great plays to turn the first set lead to Reavis. Later in the first, Chester cleaned up a play by rocketing it down. Wrapping up the first was Gutierrez hitting the backcourt line. Set 1, 25 Reavis, 18 Tinley Park. The second was a close one, keeping the teams on their toes. A perfect pass was sent to Miller and he took his shot, hitting the open court. The set was tied 11-11 until Paluch dug up the ball. Odell rushed to get it to him and Paluch sent it over. The game was knotted up again when Muncal made a block near the antenna. More ties continued and the Titans came up in set number 2, 25-23. Starting the third was Tinley Park's Mackay Chester with a block. After 3 miscues by both teams, the game was tied 2-2 until Wilk struck. Wilk later hit a defender right in the chest, making it 9-5. Outside hitter Jozef Walus made sure to keep the lead. Walus then went back to the same spot attacking, but Muncal stopped him. That did not deter Walus, and he spiked even harder, getting the kill. Reavis would go on to win the third set 25-13. On the night, Walus had 16 kills, 34 assists, and 10 digs. He spoke with WCCN about his performance.
I feel like I started off slow, and I started warming up. I missed a few hits, got blocked, but I didn't mind. I just played through it.
Wallace pointed out his libero.
My libero, Christian Paluch, number 3, he did an outstanding job covering, trying to pick up every ball he could, and he was just passing, and he did good out of system sets and everything for us.
Head coach Mike Jebens then talked about Walus.
He was just selected all tournament at the Argo tournament. He's been our, I think, number 1 on the team in kills. He's been our go-to guy when we need a point. He's one that's been stepping up for us big time this year. So really excited for him this season and for his future.
Even though Reavis came up with a close win, this is not where they should be at.
I think the name of the game right now is consistency. It's one of those things that I think we struggle with. Sometimes when we're playing really well and we're flying around, we look like one of the best teams in conference, one of the best teams in the area, and then when we're not, we look like a pretty dismal team at times. So it's just a matter of getting that consistency down. We just took third place at a pretty loaded tournament this past weekend, and really didn't see that same team today. We're on spring break. I don't know if we're just out of our routine and we came out slow in set 2, but it's not an excuse, and just got to get back to work.
The Reavis Rams will be on the road for their next 3 games.
I just think getting back to the basics and finding our energy again. I think we're a really strong serve pass team, and when that falters for us a little bit, I think that's when we start to get into trouble. And I think one thing that Reavis, for the past few years, we've taken pride in is just our energy, not only from the players on the court, but our bench. We really did not see that today. So find that energy again, find that volume, and we should be hopefully set for this next week.
Reavis will be at Crete Monee on April 8th. I am Claude Martinez reporting for Will Cook County News.